everyone, it's Christine from Christine's Stamping Spot. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Alberta, Canada. Thanks for joining me on my Mystery Monday video today. So I have a project that I found from a demonstrator called Dee Slater from Create with Dee. I believe she's in the US. But she did a really cute fun fold card using the Zany Zoo bundle of documents, which are in the current catalog, but which are also retiring. So it's right here on pages 46 and 47. So you get some really fun characters in this suite, and there's some fun designer paper, and this is the stamp set, and it also has some coordinating dies. So you can color these, stamp them, color them, cut them out if you like. But the same images are also in the designer paper, so you could also cut them out from there, quite a few of them with the coordinating dies. So that's a perk to some of our designer paper and dies in that they match exactly. So that's always a fun feature. So this is the stamp set, and the dies look like this. So you get a number. You can even make like a little stage, a performing stage for them. You've got some little extra balloons and flowers and trees and different things in the dies, so a couple of extra things. And then this designer paper is so cute. And when I first looked at this, I thought, oh, kids, which is true. It is a great paper if you're doing cards for kids' birthdays or different things. But I also thought, adults would have a hoot with some of this. I have some college friends, I think, that would just laugh at some of these images if they were to get a card in the mail using them. And what I kind of discovered when I was looking at this designer paper is that the sheets all have a bit of a different theme to them. So you've got all of these characters, and on this page, they're all kind of sporty, right? So you've got them riding bicycles, scooters, unicycles, they're on roller skates. So they're kind of the sporty crew, right? And then on this one, you've got the more domestic kind of artsy, not sort of the painters, the cooks, the people that like to read, the ones meditating, so you've kind of got that theme going on in this page. And here you've got a bunch of musical characters. So, if you have someone that likes music, these would be really fun images to put on that card. And like you've got a beaver on the drums and turtles singing and frogs playing the flute. I just think this is hilarious. And then this one for the outdoorsy friends or kids in your life, you've got lions roasting marshmallows and skunks doing some bird watching and pigs going hiking. So some really fun images in there. And then this one, which is just a bunch of party animals or circus performers, possibly, jugglers and people with balloons and all kinds of things. So that's kind of fun. And then this one, which is the artistic ones, the dancers of the crowd, right? All the ballerinas and things. So I'm actually going to use this piece, and I'll tell you why. It's because of this hippo. My daughter is a huge fan of hippos. She has been for a very long time, and this just jumped out at me. So we are going to make a card using that. And this is just the reverse of it. So you've just sort of got some animal print kind of things. You've got some stars, some flowers, some more dots, some squiggly lines, and some sort of zigzags, all black and white, which is interesting. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that paper because I thought it was really quite fun. Okay, so this is the card we're going to make. So it is a fun fold, and there's my hippo. And you're going to untie it, and then you have your greeting on the inside. And this is where you can write your little message. Okay, so I'm going to show you how we did this. And this is a very close to Dee's design, but I did switch it up a teeny bit. So I'll show you how we're going to put this together. So we are also going to stick with a black and white sort of palette. So first off, I will post all these measurements on the Facebook post, and it will be on YouTube as well. So we're starting with a piece of basic black, which is cut at 5.5 by 5.5, and then one side is scored at 1 1/4. So you're just going to fold that over on the score line to get your little flap. Okay, and then we're going to add a piece of white and a piece of that designer paper, whatever pattern you want. I pulled out the stars because I thought they were quite fun. So we're going to just add this designer paper onto this white. And I mean, you could use this particular fun fold layout for so many other different stamp sets, right? It would be really, really fun. Okay, so we're gonna put this on that front flap, like so. Okay, so this is where our front flap comes in, okay? Like so. All right, and then we have another piece of black. And this one is cut, let me see, at 7 by 4.5, and it's scored on the 7-inch side at 3.5. So basically right in the center. Oops, right in the center. Okay. All right, so this piece, we are going to put some designer paper on the front, and this is what's going to make this inside flap. Okay, so before we add it, we're going to add this basic white layer on the inside, okay, like so. So this is our usual 5.25 by 4, our standard sort of layering size. Okay, let's see if I can get this on straight here. All right, so we'll put this on kind of like so. Okay, so we're getting there. And then we are going to add this black piece here on top of that white. And we're going to leave a little bit of a border all around, okay? So let's put some adhesive. You could use tear and tape if you wanted. I'm just going to use our regular Stamp and Seal. You could use Stamp and Seal Plus if you wanted. Now just make sure that your flap is opening from left to right, okay? So I'm gonna just fold this in half just so I can get a better idea. And you're just gonna lay this down in the center, like so, okay? And there you have that flap. So now we have a piece of white that we will put in the center, but I'm just gonna stamp happy birthday on there. So there's a couple little greetings, something great to celebrate you. You're too wonderful, happy birthday to you. So I'm just gonna go with a happy birthday to you. And I'm gonna stamp that in our black memento. Okay, so we'll just maybe put this like so. Might be a little bit crooked, but that's okay. Okay, oh dear, I smushed there, so I'll have to write over top of that. Okay, so let's put this on the inside of that inside flap, like so. All right. And then we're going to put a piece of that Zany Zoo designer paper. So I'm just going to go with the florals, but if you wanted to use animals, you could certainly do that. You know, you would just have to cut it the right orientation, but I'm just going to go with these flowers because we have a dancing hippo ballerina we're going to put on here. And the funny thing is my daughter did take ballet when she was growing up, so hippo ballet, perfect fit for her. Okay. All right, so that is that part. Okay, so that is basically how this is going to come together. So now let's add some ribbon. Okay, so I'm going to put some right in the center. I'm going to start in the center. I'm going to put on some tear and tape. And I'm going to go not quite to the edge because I want to leave some room for it to tie there. So I'm going to sort of aim for the center, maybe start about here. And just go across as straight as I can to the edge of the black for now. Okay? All right, and then we have our really nice black gingham ribbon. This is retiring, as is this whole Zoo Crew suite. So that includes the designer paper, the stamp set, the dies, all of that will be gone as of April 30th. So you can check those out if you're still interested. Okay, so this ribbon, I love this ribbon for so many different things, but I'm going to give myself a little bit of extra here. So I think I'm going to cut probably about 18 inches or so, just to make sure I have enough to go around. And then I'm going to just lie this here and just make sure that I've got the ends meeting here. Okay, just so I know about where that goes. This is probably one of the trickier parts of this. And you don't have to put a ribbon on, but I think it's a really cute little addition. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it about like that. So I'm gonna peel this off and then add this ribbon on top of that tear and tape. Okay, so about like so. Okay, so we've got a little bit of extra there to work with. And then we're also going to put some tear and tape on the back. Okay, so hopefully in a fairly straight line. So let's see what we can do here. Okay, let's try to go straight across as we can. Excuse my head. Let's try about that. Okay, so this is that edge. Now, we're just gonna wrap this around here on top and just give that a little press. And then we have this end. Okay, so those match up pretty close, right? Okay, so we will tie that up later. So for now, we're gonna add our little hippo. Okay, so what I did was cut out with our layering circles dies, the little scallop, and then I cut our hippo out of the designer paper, just using another circle, slightly smaller. And I mean, you could, there's no hippo in the stamp set, but there is the tiger ballerina if you wanted to use that, or you could even just use an entirely different image, right? And you could stamp it and color it whatever colors you want, but I thought, you know, this hippo is just so stinking cute. So I am gonna pop, oops, no, hang on. I'm gonna put this on the black circle first. And there's just gonna be a little hint of those scallops showing. Okay, so kind of like that. And then we're going to put this on top of that ribbon with some dimensionals. Okay, so let's take this off. Okay, so let's try to put her sort of in the center, however you'd like her. Maybe at a bit of an angle so she's on her point shoes, like so. And then what I thought might be kind of fun is adding some balloons and have her hold them in her hand. So we are going to add a little bit of our white baker's twine to the back of these balloons. Now these were cut out with our dies. With the Zoo Crew, what are they? No, Zany Zoo dies, I apologize. And I cut 2 out of Petal Pink and 1 out of Pool Party because those are the colors that are in her tutu and the little flower there. Okay, so let's just add a little bit of adhesive to the back of each of these balloons. And then we'll take our baker's twine and just stick that on here on the back on that adhesive and give us a little bit here to hold. Now we don't need that much. We can always trim off the excess, right? So there's one. You can add as, you know, more balloons too if you wanted. Oh, it's getting stuck to my fingers here. Okay, so let's cut this one. That'll be 2. And then our last, oh my gosh. I'm just a magnet for adhesive, honestly. Okay, so we'll stick our last bit on there and cut that off. All right, so now we are going to add a mini dimensional to these balloons and put them on our card. Okay, so now I want these to go through her hand. So I think I will put one there. And then the blue one in between can go up or down. And then lastly, the other pink one. Okay. All right, I'm going to put this a little bit underneath the blue so they kind of look like that. Now we have all of these strings. So I'm basically just going to put a glue dot on her hands. Or what do you call a hippo's hands? I'm not even sure. Where's my take your pick tool? I just lost it. Oh, there it is. I don't know. What are they called? A hippo's paws? A hippo's something? Maybe you can answer that for me in the comments. That would be interesting. And is it a herd of hippos? What is it? I'm not even sure. I should do my research. Okay, so let's put these together and stick them on that glue dot. And then with our twine, I'm going to attempt to make a little bow. And we will make it look like all of those balloons are tied together with a bow. If I can get one. Okay, that's not too bad. Oops. So let's try to even these loops out here a little bit. Okay. Those are not too, hey, that's not even too bad. Okay. All right, so let me just trim these edges off here. And then we're going to add another glue dot on top of all these strings here. It's just easier for me to do it this way as opposed to trying to tie these together and get it all to line up properly. I'll just put a couple of glue dots on there. Hopefully it will hold our little bow. Let's put them right on her little hand. A big hand probably. Okay, so let's put our little bow there. So then we've got some loose strings here, which are fine. Cut the ends a little here so they're not too long, like so. All right, and then we can tie our card. So first of all, this is what it will look like. And then when they undo it, you will have your happy birthday to you. Cover that up. So let's tie this in a bow. And you have a birthday card, a fun birthday card. Even for an adult, I think this would be cute. I think it would bring a smile to someone's face. And there's lots of different characters. Even if it's for a guy, you know, you can use the alligator or something like that, or, you know, whatever you think would be appropriate for your birthday guest. Okay, there we go. Okay, I think I'm just going to trim this ribbon. I didn't line it up 100%. Just trim this off there. That looks a little more even. And there you go. There is your Zany Zoo birthday card. So I hope you liked that project. I thought it was kind of fun. And just to let you know, our new catalog is here. So I can't show you the inside yet, but it is going to go live on May 1st. So if you live in Canada and are looking for a demonstrator, I'd be happy to help you out. message me or let me know, and I can certainly get a catalog off to you. Going to be some great stuff in here that we're going to start to play with in just a couple of weeks. That's going to come really quick. So there is our new catalog and our Zany Zoo Hippo birthday card. So I hope you enjoyed that, and we will see you again next week. Have a great week, everyone. Bye for now.